Hello guys, and welcome to another Red Life Studio episode. Please subscribe and give me a like, and share my videos if you're enjoying them. Also, feel free to leave me a comment below. Now let's begin with today's stories.
I think my GF cheated on me. Apologies for format on mobile. Bit of backstory, my GF and I have been seeing each other since early October and officially dating mid-December. She has slept with 4 people as far as I know, all of which are myself and long-term ex-boyfriends and one almost relationship. Every year in late January, her family goes for 2 weeks to a small coastal town in South Australia, which is only an hour or 2 from where they live. This year, there was an event on further down the peninsula, in which her best friend and her boyfriend went to with my GF. I had to work in this time, otherwise I would have come on the trip. There was another 2 guys and a girl there which knew my GF and her friend, and one other girl who was dating one of the guys. At some point throughout the night, he had asked her to sleep in his swag with him, to which she said she told him no, and had already told them all that she was dating me. She then went to bed and FaceTimes me while extremely intoxicated, planning on telling me this guy tried to sleep with her. She didn't end up telling me then, but told me in the morning. When she was back and we were at my house, we had a few drinks and watched Netflix, where she fell asleep. Against my better judgment, I went through her phone. I found nothing between her and the guy, but I snooped a little longer and saw that all the guys she Snapchats had nudes of herself or flirty messages saved in chat, or pictures/videos of them cuddling. Obviously this is before us, so I wasn't so concerned with her having a past, but mostly due to the fact she still messaged them on a daily basis. We had a big argument about this and trust was lost on both sides despite it being my bad for snooping. Fast forward to the end of February, I met her grandparents for the first time. As we were going to bed I noticed she was angrily messaging someone. I asked what was going on and she said that there's a rumor going around that she did sleep with that guy when she away. Apparently he had said they did at a party the weekend after the trip, end of Jan. I asked her why she didn't tell me straight away, as now it looks like she trying to cover it up, and she said she didn't want to have a big argument again and make me feel insecure and not trust her. I said that's fair enough, who's saying this, where'd they hear it from, blah blah blah. Then I asked if she'd messaged the guy about it, as she's been friends with him for a while before the events of the trip. She said yes and said he's denied it and doesn't know where it's come from. I then asked to see the messages just to lock in my emotions, and she said no. It was her business and she's sorting it out. At the point I went off at her, and said you wouldn't hide those messages if you weren't hiding something. She then stormed out of the room and sat on the couch. She came back in and said that the messages are gone due to Snapchat timing stuff and that she removed him. Big red flags for me. She told me to message the bloke and ask him and also her best friend, which I did, and they both denied it. However, the guy and GF's best friend both said that the best friend wasn't with my GF, but the first story my GF told me was that they were sitting in a group. On top of that, when she first told me, she said he asked her to stay with him, and she said WDYM? And he apparently was playful about it and said he was just joking. Then the story changed and apparently he texted it to her when sitting across from each other with a group around them, including my GF's best friend. The first version I heard was that there were people around, the second version there wasn't. She also didn't tell me about the rumor, and got super defensive when I asked about it and said I didn't trust her. Just after some thoughts on this, let me know what I should do. My guy told me she did, but I just don't know. TLDR, GF potentially cheated, evidence is suspicious as hell, but I have no proof. Edit, I forgot to mention that she was also in a physically and mentally abusing relationship for 2 years, which ended with him cheating on her at a party and having videos of him having sex with another girl being sent to her, which was a big amount of trauma to her. Was wondering if that could have any impact on her conscience. Cheers guys. Comment 1. Exactly. And yes, she cheated on you, bro. This is how it goes. They usually aren't going to admit it or make it easy on you. All the signs are there and outside rumors as well. Don't let her play you for a fool. Only been a few months. Move on and find someone you can trust. Comment 2. If she had nothing to hide, she would have shown you right away. Also, people need to stop thinking it's snooping when having access to each other's phone. It's not snooping, is called being open and honest and having nothing to hide. When being a couple, people need to understand there is no privacy. You are now becoming a partnership and should be trusting each other with everything. If you don't feel safe and trust them, then why are you with them? Another thing people need to stop doing, keeping exes and ex-hookups as friends. Unless you have kids with the person, and even then conversations should be strictly kids related. There is no need to be friends or talk about relationship things. When someone is the past, they need to stay in the past. Comment 3. Bud, don't really matter if she did or didn't cheat. If you stay, she'll know she can cheat on you because you don't respect yourself or care enough about being lied to. She's lied at 4 months. It's obvious she'd rather lie or hide things to avoid conflict, and that's not relationship material. If you want to keep fucking her, do so, but don't further the relationship and keep it purely physical. And of course, do everything you can do to not impregnate her. Condoms plus pull out, or only let yourself come from head, is the path forward. Comment 4. Being lied upon and cheated is devastating, especially if you are putting all your efforts to your relationship. Please leave this relationship, for she has trauma that needs the help of a therapist and is not ready for a healthy relationships. Also, don't blame yourself for her actions. Seek guidance with good friends and true family. Hope for the best for you. Comment 5. You have way too much going on here. By dating this girl for such a short time, seems like she's got too many male friends and they all want to sleep with her and you're getting leftovers. She's either committed to you or she's not. I will draw a line in the sand and say you're either in or you're out, and if you're out, get lost. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you would like to see more, feel free to subscribe.